Hi my fellow Scriabinoids, and welcome again to the Scriabin Sonatas lesson series. Today we're going to work on Sonata number 3, Opus 23. This is the short version of the course, and if you would like to get the full version, of course it's available for purchase, and if you are getting it during the first week after its release, it's going to be, of course, discounted for you. I won't be providing a list of references since this is not a scientific work, but rather a personal intake with lots of impressions, information, associations, and explanations of my own interpretational decisions that will hopefully help you in your exploration of Scriabin's works. The annotated PDF score that includes nearly everything that I'm mentioning during my video lesson is provided upon the purchase of this course. Also, please make sure to check out my playlist with tutorials and course demos, as well as check out my album of the complete piano sonatas by Alexander Scriabin. All the links are, of course, provided in the description. So let's dive in. Sonata number 3 in F sharp minor, Opus 23, is the last of the early sonatas, a 4-movement work, so a very classically structured sonata, still under a deep influence of the Romantic and, of course, classical sonata structure. Scriabin writes a large number of rolled chords in this piece especially, so for small hands it might be a challenge. I have quite small hands for a pianist, so I need to adapt various strategies on rolling, stacking, breaking the chords that I cannot reach. Make sure to check out the video I have made on YouTube about how to treat large chords, especially if you have small hands, because I'm not going to go into every single chord in this piece, otherwise this course will last for an eternity. So there is quite a detailed tutorial on how to manage large chords without really sacrificing anything, or how to voice them, how to break them, roll them. Please refer to that video for an in-depth tutorial that is going to give you an overall idea what one might do with large chords if you need some input. So let's dive in. The first movement, Drammatico, very dramatic, and it starts immediately from the call. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please refer to my YouTube video on the 7 symbolic motifs, gestures of Scriabin's language, because we have that a lot, especially the call. It's probably one of his earliest motifs. I'm not going to explain those here, so check out all of Scriabin's main symbolic themes in the related video. The beginning and the main theme starts from the pickup. And here is already a dilemma, because we know that the pickup is a weak beat, is an off beat, so it's not a downbeat. But we have to treat this pickup with a lot of energy. So still it's strong, but it should not overpower the downbeat. It should not be just leading. It already has that energy in the first octave. So let me give you a few examples of what to be aware of to avoid. Of course, we don't want anything like this, because we have a weaker first octave. And of course, we also don't want anything like that, having the first octave bigger than the downbeat, the second one. So we have to establish some kind of a balance, still having that first octave quite strong, filled with energy, filled with drama, because we need to drive that force into the second octave, the downbeat. Yeah, so let's find it. It has to have some weight of your hand, so your gesture is what is going to matter from the beginning in regard to how you execute this very pickup. So a little bit of weight is required. So you have both, very strong, but still your downbeat is stronger. Let's go. The same idea applies to the right hand. So this motif again starts from a pickup, and your A has to be not accented but strong enough that it drives the energy on. So you might want to experiment a little bit with this and spend some time on how you are going to actually start this motif. And make sure that your top voice is really strong. Otherwise, it's very easy to get lost in all the notes of the chord, hierarchy-wise and balance-wise. One more thing to pay attention to is that it has to be one movement. So this gesture goes through the C sharp into the F sharp without two movements. So make sure you train for one big movement. Pedal off. Make sure you do take the pedal off between these motifs, otherwise they're going to blend in together and this drama is going to be lost to some extent. We need to keep it going, but we need to breathe in between. So breathe with the music. Continuing from measure 3. Here there's a danger to actually get a little bit stuck, but it's too early because we're still in the beginning. So make sure that you keep going, that you do not slow down immediately here. I know it's the end of the phrase, but it doesn't mean that we should slow down. It's too early. And I redistribute the roll of this chord. I'm explaining this in detail in the video on the rolled chord, so I'm not going to go on and explain everything one more time, why I change the way I roll the chord, and it would probably happen frequently during this piece. The piece is quite long, in 4 movements, so once again, please refer to my video on how to roll chords. It's open access on YouTube. In order to understand more why am I actually applying certain interpretational and technical choices, and my decisions are based on the logic that I rely upon. Let's go on. Measure 5. Off, and I made sure to keep the tempo again without slowing down, without rounding off too much. It has to stay strong and tall as pillars, I believe, in this movement. This is now the very complex section until we get to the fugato. Metaphor to 71. So let me do the left hand alone first. Let's do this, match hands together. So the right hand has something similar to what we've had already. Hold what's supposed to be held. And now here I'm switching from 5 to 4 to then play with 1, 3, 5. This one. Off. Because of the rest. And sforzando and immediately piano here. This is going to be very, very tricky. So left hand, 2, 1, 5, 2, 5, 4, 2, 1, slide 1, 3, 5, 5, 2, 1, slide, and 1, change the position, 2, 1, 2, 5, slide, and slide here also, slide 5, 5, and then our familiar pattern. So let's do hands together slowly. And change the pedal at every beat. Here, only pedal here after the B flat. Otherwise, you will end up with that. Pedal. Also pedal now, but before the D flat, because you need to also leap into your bass with the left hand, so you need time. Pedal. Pedal. And let's do it faster. 75. So let me do from 71 in tempo. You have to listen to every harmonic turn here. So all the chromatic turns are very, very important. Otherwise, you have a danger to rush through this place, and that's not a good idea, believe me. I have done this before, and I know what I'm talking about. Never rush through this place, but do not slow down. And this is now walking the edge of the knife, because there is another tendency. I hear that so many pianists are actually taking it so carefully that they're doing some kind of a minimoso in here. That's not supposed to happen either. So practice diligently that you can maintain your tempo without losing your quality and without losing this micro phrasing between all the chromatic turns. It's going to take time, probably a lot of time. Please do not despair. This section requires a lot of patience, but we are gonna go on. Now we have the second iteration from 79, and we're gonna actually do the same thing. Play slowly. Change the position in the left hand, slide 1-1. Maybe half a change here for the rest. Sforzandissimo. Off piano. Same thing now. So faster now. After you have practiced slowly, hands separately first, then hands together, and you feel very comfortable with what you are doing, then you can move on to a faster tempo. Let's do that. Now we will only have the first half for 2 more iterations, so we do not have the crazy triplet plays. That only happens twice, luckily. So from 87, we are still in piano. Here, you have to keep your right hand over. I'm marking that in the score, because if you're gonna redistribute your hands incorrectly, you are never getting out of the passage because you're gonna get stuck. So here, at the end of measure 88, your right hand needs to be over your left hand, even though it seems counterintuitive, but this is how to do it. Otherwise, the left hand is going to be over in the previous ones. For example, here, 87. Now, as well, the left hand is over the right hand. But now, you need to sort of go under the right hand with your left hand, because you need this. And now the left hand is over. Yeah, so one more time, faster. So the left hand is over in here. wonder, the right hand is over. And the left hand is over now. So, one more time from 91. Mezzo piano. Crescendo. This was the demo version of the full course. The entire course is available for purchase. The link is, of course, in the description, and with a detailed instruction on the technical aspects, interpretation, fingering, and the stylistic approaches. You also get my annotated PDF score with nearly everything that I am mentioning during the entire course. If this video was helpful to you, make sure that you hit like. Also, check out my playlist with piano tutorials. If you're interested in learning more about piano playing and about Alexander Scriabin, tune in for the updates, subscribe to this channel. If you would like to get individual lessons with me, do not hesitate to contact me through the contact form on my website. The link is also provided below. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye. Whew. Okay. Oh my God, is this gonna end at some point? No, I guess not. Ta-da, ta-da.